for a country like India, you mentioned we produce 100 million vaccines a day. So what does your model say for when our population will be vaccinated enough to achieve herd immunity, when you factor in hesitancy? And let's assume that we don't have access to foreign vaccines, just based on what we have.
So we do not try to manufacture herd immunity. Herd immunity is a natural phenomenon that happens.
Yeah.
You cannot use a vaccination strategy or a natural infection strategy with the goal of trying to reach herd immunity. Natural infections are happening. We are fortunate that God has planned what we call herd immunity, which will finally kill the pandemic at some point, or at least make it endemic or a very low state. Vaccines, in the current context of what we have, are to protect individuals and in some way accelerate our progress towards herd immunity. But vaccines cannot be designed, or there is a whole lot of misconception going on around saying vaccine immunity is better, and if you give vaccines, you will reach herd immunity. It only happened if we could give, let's look at these numbers, and you asked me this question. So 100 million doses a month is the capacity we will have unless people scale up dramatically. You start vaccinating today. 100 million doses means 1 million vaccination clinics across the country, which is struggling for oxygen and struggling for healthcare workers to deliver things. We just don't have the logistics and capacity, even if the vaccines are available. India is the leader in vaccinating children, but that is a small number, a minuscule number when compared to what we're talking about, vaccinating the entire billion population, right? So we don't have the logistics, even if we had the vaccine. And even if we develop the vaccines, which we are doing, we're rapidly trying to get these vaccines, it will take about a year for us to be able to provide at least one dose to about 70% of the population. But that's where hesitancy comes in. Not everybody is going to take a vaccine. No, my maid at home refuses to take a vaccine, and she used to be there. It takes, despite comorbidity. So there are these things that people think they are not at risk, or worse still, they say, let what happen, happen. You can't force people to take vaccines at this point yet. So herd immunity because of vaccines is not happening. Will it contribute towards herd immunity? Yes, partially. Will it protect people while we wait to get to herd immunity? Definitely. And that's the reason for giving vaccines.